Today I'm having a look at some more Apple Watch straps. These are not straps that Apple makes, these are made by different companies. And the company in question is called KMMIN. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. I'll put the details on the screen and a link in the description. KMMIN were kind enough to send me 4 straps to have a look at. I haven't paid for these straps, but I am free to form my own opinion about them. So that's what we're going to do today. And a couple of them are really quite interesting. So let's take a look and see what we think. I'm going to start with the one in the orange box because I like orange as a colour and I'm quite interested by this particular strap. The idea is that it's a strap but also a protective case for your Apple Watch. I suspect the styling of this is probably not entirely to my taste, but if you've got children and you've bought Apple Watches for your children, something like this might be worth considering. So it's it feels like a digital watch might feel. The strap, it's a sort of rubber. It's quite stiff. I'm sure that will loosen up with wear. And of course we've got this protective case, and again that stiffness is probably a benefit there. So let me just take the strap off my Apple Watch and I'll try and put it in this case and we'll see what it looks like. Of course, if you have gone to the expense of buying an Apple Watch for your children, it's a very expensive gadget, isn't it? And it's very easy, I would have thought, to damage it. I mean, I'm quite careful with the watch on my wrist, but having some additional protection would be pretty good. And I have to say, that's very easy to fit, and I think that, for a child, that looks really good. It's probably a bit big for a child, but you can get it in a smaller size. I'm going to try it on my wrist and see what I think. Let's just pop that on. Nice chunky buckle, which you'll either love or hate. The strap is quite big. I mean, I don't have the world's largest wrists. There's plenty of spare strap there. Yeah, if you like this particular look, a sports watch with lots of rugged protection, perhaps if you're into outdoor sports and hiking, you might be interested in a case like this. It does feel a bit like a cheap digital watch. If you went and spent sort of 20–30 pounds on a Casio watch, it's that kind of strap and that kind of feel to it. Some of the edges of the strap are a little bit sharp. I'd like to see those a bit smoother, but otherwise, it's a functional thing and seems pretty good. Put the price up on the screen. These are all pretty modestly priced, these straps, a lot less than you pay for Apple genuine straps. Okay, that's nice. Let's take a look at one of the other bands. We've got some more sort of standard watch bands that have come as well. They did give me the choice of colours, and I sort of chose things that I thought would be interesting combinations. Not to everybody's taste, but there we go. So what we have here is a silicone sort of sports strap. Similar in design actually to Apple's own strap, where the strap kind of feeds through itself. And there's a sort of chunky buckle type arrangement that feels pretty secure, I have to say. We'll do some close-ups of this as well so that you can get a look. Let's try it on the watch. And in doing so, we'll obviously see how easy it is to remove the watch from this protective case. And the answer is very easy indeed. So the fit is pretty secure, very secure actually, feels just as good as the Apple strap. I like the feel of the strap as well. Again, feels similar-ish to the Solo Loop, a little bit firmer. But still, I can feel already it will be comfortable to wear. See how easy it is to actually put the strap on. So I've got to say, this is not as easy to do as Apple's version. But there we go. I'm sure you get used to it. And once it's on the wrist, that's really nice. It feels comfortable. Obviously, waterproof, sweatproof. Nice, comfortable feeling strap. Feels secure. I don't feel like the buckle's going to come undone at all. I'm putting quite a bit of pressure on that. It's not snapping open. In fact, I would say this is more secure than Apple's similar version of that strap. Again, pricing information on the screen and colour availability. I think that's a pretty good option. Let's take a look at the other watch band that I've been sent. Right, yes, I remember choosing this now. So this is a sort of leather effect. Appears to say genuine leather on it. And yes, smells like leather. I think that is actually a leather strap. Very nice. The buckle part that goes onto the Apple Watch itself is made of metal, so that's actually quite nice. The one thing I don't like about any of these straps that I've seen is the size of the buckle. I prefer something a little bit more slender. And I'm not overly keen on the fact that this part that connects to the watch is silver, whereas the buckle is black. It would make more sense for them to match and for you to be able to choose, you know, black or silver. But that's the way it is. I suspect when it's on the watch it'll look good. Let's try it out. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm going to hold it up to the microphone. It's not the snuggest fit. That could be improved slightly, but I do like the look of it. Let's pop it on the wrist. As far as leather straps go, I really like this. I like the look of it. It's got that kind of sporty look. Obviously, it's not going to be suitable for swimming or anything like that, and you probably wouldn't want to exercise in it. But you know, if you want to wear your watch for a more dressy or casual dressed up occasion, then this might be the ideal sort of strap. Again, it's available in different colours. I'm sure you can have a black one as well if you want a more dressy version. It is quite stiff, but that's fairly normal for a leather strap. Obviously, it will give over time as you wear it in, and I suspect it will be extremely comfortable. Like I say, I find the buckle a little bit ungainly. Once it's on the wrist, it's not moving around, and I'm not sensing that rattling, so I don't think that's actually an issue. And I quite like it. Although the silver doesn't really go with the grey of my watch, it would have been better if those were black like the buckle. So finally we've got this other protective style of case, again more like a digital watch. And I think these are a really great idea for some people, not just children, and I'm not saying this is a children's product at all. If you're into outdoor pursuits and you're worried about scratching your watch, having a protective case as well as a strap does make a lot of sense, doesn't it? So this one's just a plain black, like your sort of standard Casio watch style look. It's got some text on the bezel. We'll do a close-up of that, and that I don't like, I have to say. So on one side it says start, then you've got mode, and then over here it says set recall, and then at the bottom we've got Indiglo, which I'm pretty sure is a Timex trademark. I'd prefer that the thing is just what it is, you know, a protective case for the Apple Watch, rather than trying to pretend to be something else. But you know, other people might have a different view of that. Again, you know, it makes the Apple Watch look more like a cheaper digital watch, and actually that's probably a really good thing, isn't it? If you're traveling with your Apple Watch and you don't want to draw attention to the fact you've got an expensive Apple Watch on your wrist, this might be an interesting idea. Again, let's pop it on. Loads and loads of slack in that strap, so if you've got large wrists, that will work out fine. Not as comfortable as the other one, but it's okay. You could go swimming with it. So I have to say the button cover doesn't work on this very well at all. If you need to access the button on your watch, it's not reliable. Whether I've not put it into the case correctly or whether you've got to wiggle it around a bit, I'm not sure. You can certainly access the crown just fine. I don't like this one actually as much as I like the other one, although I don't like the colours on this one. I prefer it if it was black. I think this is a more stylish design, and the button is more likely to work on that one. I will just test that and make sure it does. So yeah, the side button works reliably with this particular case, and it doesn't with that one. It might be that I just got a bad one. Maybe you've got to mess about with it a bit. So I think you'll agree, for interesting straps. And the one that most people might go for, of course, is what you expect with an Apple Watch, and that's one of these Silicone sport bands. I think these make the most sense. They're very comfortable to wear. Very easy to resize, unlike the Solo Loop where you're kind of stuck with one size. To be able to wear it swimming, in the shower, whilst you're exercising, this is a really useful strap. Now, of course, Apple charge a huge amount of money for their straps, whereas this is $20. The quality is really good. I'd be very happy with one of these on my Apple Watch. It felt very secure and it was very comfortable. And it looks really smart with the blue. In fact, I think I'm probably going to wear that one a little bit. Of course, if you want to dress things up a little bit, and I think that's a really nice thing to have with your Apple Watch. You know, if you're going out, well, remember when we used to go out? But when you do get to go out and socialise of an evening, you might want a smart casual strap like this nice tan leather. It is a nice quality strap. It is genuine leather, it would appear. And this is $26. So you're still at about half the price that Apple charged for one of their straps. And I like that idea that you can get a couple of straps or even more sometimes for the price that Apple charged for theirs. These two are interesting. I think they have a purpose. They're not for me personally. I don't think I would wear this, but I'm quite intrigued by it as a possibility to, if you were traveling, again, remember when we used to be able to do that? If you're going to a location where you don't particularly want to show off the fact that you've got an Apple Watch on your wrist, this might do a fairly good job of concealing it. And this was definitely the better of the two. It feels more comfortable on the wrist, it's easier to get the watch in and out of, and the buttons work properly on the side. So none of these straps is particularly expensive, but they are good quality, and I think they're worth the price that's being charged for it. So overall, yeah, I think they're pretty good. So I'll put a link in the description to the website where you can have a look at these and buy one of your own. I don't earn any money from that, so this review is just my honest opinion of the straps. And I hope you found it enjoyable or informative, perhaps entertaining in some way. And if you did, perhaps you'd consider supporting the channel with just one click of the subscribe button. Don't forget, we've moved our podcast over to a new channel, so there'll also be a link in the description to that. If you enjoy listening to myself and Pete talk about tech, head on over there, and we've already released the first episode of season 2, possibly even the second episode by the time this video goes up. Hopefully I did enough today to earn a thumbs up, or a thumbs down if that's your thing. In any case, hope to see you next time for some more geekery.